Hello my friends in Dragon Blogger land. This is Iggy back again with Dragon Blogger. So, very sad thing happened, though either way you look at it, it's a good thing. I'm going to have to redo an unboxing video for you guys because the previous film I had, I don't know exactly what happened to it, but it messed up. So, it's very hard to redo an unboxing, but you don't have to see me use my butter knife. I even use an upgraded butter knife. And, well, takes a little less time because I don't have to rip anything open. But still, you get the same thing, and at the same time, I try to keep everything as nice and new looking as possible. So it may not be a bad thing. But anyway, what I'm going to bring to you is from my very good friends. I'm not going to mention the name of the company just yet. I'm super excited, not because of the name of the company, but because of what it is. And not because of the main manufacturer, but because of what it is. It's a video card. All right? It could be from NVIDIA, could be from AMD, both ways. I'd be equally excited. But today's is from NVIDIA, specifically EVGA. So, for my friends at EVGA, I have the pleasure of bringing you an unboxing of the EVGA GeForce GTX 1070 FTW Gaming ACX 3.0. The part number for this guy is 08G-P4-6276-KR. So I don't know how good or bad it is, but I definitely will let you know soon enough. And of course, after this video, I'm going to do another video to show you guys how to install the card, just in case you don't know how to. And then of course, I'm going to do videos on the performance, and then of course a written review with pictures and all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you about all the specs and everything as I'm doing the unboxing. And while I did say I like to keep everything nice and new, it is pretty much nice and new. There's one piece that I dropped, not an important piece, it would have ended up being garbage anyway. But I don't know where it went, so I can't put that piece back together. But anyway, let's get to the unboxing. Alright guys, so here she is again, the EVGA GeForce GTX 1070 FTW Gaming ACX 3.0. The part number for this bad boy is 08G-P4-6276-KR. This guy has 8 gigs of 256-bit GDDR5 RAM, of course. So that gives you more than enough RAM for all your eye candy. And the speed of the card itself should also help you out again a little bit on that. So let me go ahead and open her up. As I mentioned before, since I already did an unboxing, it's open. Alright. And well, just to show you some of the stuff on the card itself, on the box, the back of the card kind of shows you the key features in different languages. Kind of goes over the warranty and all that good stuff. Precision X, which is very important for this card especially, and I'll tell you why a little bit later. Let me close this again so you can see all the sides. The side of the box talks a little bit about ACX 3.0 and how the cards are, the fans are. The other side of the box kind of just goes over precision. Nothing really big there. Top of the card just talks about the brand, model, and all that stuff. And the bottom of the box just goes over the requirements of the card. Alright, so back to opening her up. Didn't mean to tease you on that one. So both the outer box, right here, and right here are opened up just in case you get stuck in the box. You need a hole to breathe, and EVGA has thought of everything. It's happened to me before, so don't laugh. Alright, the inner box, nice plain black box, obviously with that hole in the back. Thank you EVGA. And for their logo right up here, nice and silver. You can see that there. Alright, kind of chromish. Alright. And it brings a nice portfolio. I'm going to move the box aside just for right now. so you can see foam right here. Just gonna move it aside for now so I can show you what's inside the portfolio. All right, just took all this out. Nothing else in there. Keep this for your records. All right, and well, first off, it brings some nice stickers. All right, you got black, you got white, or you got both. All right, and then we have the graphics card user guide. Pretty good information in here. You know, shows you overview of the card, social networks, how to install the card, then how to install the PCI-E power adapters, the SLI bridge, required of course if you're going to use 2 cards, how to set up multiple displays, quick fixes, additional support, compliance information, and then if you have any notes, just write them down here. That's actually not a bad place to write down the serial number in case you have any kind of issues. You need to, and also it brings a 3-year warranty. Of course, you have to register it on EVGA's website, so definitely you don't want to have to look for the serial number even though it's on the back of the card, but you don't want to have to tilt your head in a bunch of different odd, quirky ways to get that serial number. Just write it down in here. All right. Then here, again, just goes over how to plug in the SLI bridge. It doesn't include one, but it just shows you how to do it for when you do buy another card. All right. And here just goes over a little bit of how to install it and where to plug everything in. All right. It shows here an 8-pin and a 6-pin, but then here it shows you all the other options. This card requires option 3 to 8 pins. All right, and they actually give you a little help on that, and I'll show you how a little bit later. All right, then they bring the driver's CD. Now, I don't ever use these driver CDs for a few reasons. A, right when they print these, the drivers are already outdated. NVIDIA comes out with new drivers every so often. If this does bring utilities, which it doesn't, it only says display driver, but if it does bring utilities, just like the drivers, typically they're outdated. So I would always go to NVIDIA.com, download the latest drivers. All right, you can either get the beta drivers or the Wiggle drivers. Either which way, you'll be good. Now, my son has already claimed this, but it brings a very nice poster. I like it a lot, actually. For Arm Yourself, very cool stuff. It's a nice poster. Just trying to see if I can get the little drawing on there. Just bend it a little bit. That's the top. Very cool looking poster. As I said, my son has claimed it. I don't care. But yeah, he likes it a lot. I do too. Alright, so that's everything that came inside the binder. Oh, actually, there is another thing. Alright, it also brought a case badge, which I can't seem to find right now. Interesting. Well, I can't find it right now. I don't know why. Oh, here it is. Alright. Here we go. Brings a nice little case badge. I'll open it up for you. It could potentially be metal. I've already tapped it. If it's not metal, it's very nice plastic, but pretty cool logo there. It is sheathed or covered, just protected, just to protect the actual material. All right, just to look a little nicer and a lot more glossy. All right, and that also comes in the package. It comes in the driver CD, but again, since I opened it up already, it probably fell out. All right. putting this away for now, just to keep everything all together. Alright. Then they protect the card with a very nice thick piece of foam. Alright. I'm going to move the card aside just for right now because there is more. Alright. In here comes 2 6-pins, an adapter for 2 6-pins into 1 8-pin. This is going to come very much in handy just in case your power supply does not have an 8-pin, but it would require 4 6-pins. So you can also buy an adapter to go from 2 Molexes to a 6-pin, and you could use that to go into here. Now if you don't know what a Molex is, which they're dying off, they were a very annoying connector. I will link it in, but they're a very annoying connector, very hard to connect. But once you did connect them, they worked. It brings 2 of these guys. Alright, and show you both next to each other. Both of the 2 6-pins to an 8 that converts into an 8-pin. Alright. I'll just put these away. Who knows, this video could be corrupt too. I just want to make sure I keep everything nice and neat. Alright, there is nothing else in here. So, empty box here. And this is just the plastic, nothing else in there. Alright, and here is the card itself. Alright, so brings 2 fans just to keep everything nice and cool. And it has a 10-phase power design, you know, for all your extreme overclocks and your cooling. The 10-phase is what cools the pipes that cool the GPU and the memory and all that good stuff. Can't see them all, but you can see a few of them in here and back here. Alright, and definitely down here. Alright. That piece I'm missing actually fell in here. So I need to find that very soon before I plug it in. So the piece that I'm missing is actually just the protector for the HDMI connector. Alright, so it brings an HDMI, sorry, for the display port. Brings 1, 2, 3 display ports, and I'll just take them out for you here. Alright, 3 display ports, 1 HDMI port. Now the display ports are 1.4V, I'm sorry, they're 1.4, so they're going to allow you resolutions, you know, 4K or 8K, which is 7680 by 4320. That's awesome. The HDMI port will allow you to support 2.0B, of course everything below it as well. And then, well, some of us still use DVI, like myself. Alright, so very nice there. The card just looks very, I don't know, very ironclad, feels very sturdy. It is the backplate edition, and I'll flip it around just to keep this in context. And you can see if you get very close, right up here, mesh to let it breathe, so pretty cool. And then of course their logo here. Now if you see right down here, very tiny, says master slave. Now that's to allow you to use 2 BIOSes. This brings 2 BIOSes on it, or 2 firmwares. They allow you, you know, if you overclock your card and you're overclocking it not through the software but through the firmware itself, you can save 2 different profiles. That way, if you know you overclock too high, you can't recover your card, just click and now you're on the original. Click, you're back on the first one. So there you go there. This is 2-way SLI ready. See that here, just removing that. Alright, the card supports Vulkan API, OpenGL 4.5, and DirectX 12, of course. And it has a very cool new feature, or maybe not new, but Ansel. This allows you to capture images and then later on look at them in a 360-degree view. So you can see behind your character, to the left, to the right. Very cool stuff. Now, it doesn't bring the bridge, but you can buy an HD bridge for double transfer rates and bandwidth between the two cards. It also supports NVIDIA G-Sync. That way you can get those 240 Hertz and you get smoother gameplay on G-Sync monitors. It also supports Game Stream, which allows you to cast your PC games onto your NVIDIA Shield tablets. Pretty cool. And it does support GPU boost as well. As I mentioned, you get DVI, DisplayPort, 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 and HDMI. Alright, it supports up to 4 monitors at those 240 Hz refresh rates, or of course lower. And as I mentioned before, you get a resolution of 7680 by 4320. Now, this guy over here, alright, it changes colors. Alright, and that is adjustable through the Precision X software. It's RGB, so it's going to change color to whatever you selected. It has 1920 CUDA cores. Now the base clock is 1607 megahertz. The boost clock is 1797 megahertz, essentially 1800 megahertz, and has 192.8 gigatexel texture fill rate. Now, you might think this takes maybe an 800 watt or something along those lines, but the power supply requirements for this guy are actually 500 watts with 2 available 8-pin PCI-E adapters, or 2 6+2, or 1 8 and 1 6+2, however you have it configured. Or again, you can use 4 6-pins as I showed you before with the adapters. Now, even though it requires a 500 watt, the total power draw is 215 watts, which is actually pretty low, you know, considering such a big and bad card. Now, you do have to take into account all the other power your system is using. So, you know, your CPU, your motherboard, all the hard drives you have connected, opticals if you still use them, sound card, RAID, everything takes power. So you got to make sure everything works. All right? So this will work, of course, because of the drivers with Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, and Windows 7, both 32-bit and 64-bit. As I mentioned before, with registration, you have a 3-year warranty. The card itself is 10.5 inches, so make sure you have the clearance in your case. And the height up to here is 5.064 inches, and the width, it's a double wide card. So while it only takes up 1 PCIe slot, and they actually give you a cover, which is nice so that you don't touch those gold pins, the acid from your fingertips can mess up the connection between the motherboard and the card. Alright, so I'm just going to put that back right now. So, while it only has 1 PCI slot, physical PCI slot, it will take up 2 I/O shields back here, so it is a double wide card. Alright, just letting you know just in case. Found the other one, it was stuck inside the fan blades. So, again, because I did an unboxing and I put everything back together, but I found all of them. I feel a lot better. I just wanted to let you guys know. For the unboxing, my next video again is going to be installation, how to install it into your computer, and then pretty much use, how does it work with games and all that stuff. And of course I'm going to have benchmarks and all that, you know, all those pictures and everything, and the fully written review. But anyway, this is Iggy with Dragon Blogger, again, doing an unboxing for you for the EVGA GeForce GTX 1070 FTW Gaming ACX 3.0. Iggy with Dragon Blogger out. See you guys.